Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm in Vandalia, Ohio today. I'm in southwest Vandalia, Ohio, just by Stonequarry Road. In this neighborhood that I'm going to film, it's north of Stonequarry, west of Helke Road, and south of Alkaline Springs Road. It's a pretty nice neighborhood in general. This neighborhood, I'm on Ronald Street, by the way, at Stonequarry Road back there. This neighborhood would have been built around the 70s, early 80s. I spent a lot of time growing up here. My grandparents' house is right over there. I spent a lot of time in this neighborhood as a young kid, and also as an adult, as I still have family in this area. This area would have been built around the 70s, maybe early 80s. So if this would have been a white flight neighborhood, this would have probably came in the second wave sometime in the 70s. Per se. Yeah, this is Wilhelmina and Ronald Street right here. These are some pretty nice houses. It's a middle to upper class neighborhood in Vandalia. Vandalia is one of the nicer suburbs in the Dayton region. It's, for those that are not familiar, it's in north central Montgomery County, about 10 miles north of Dayton. It's pretty typical of your average suburb right here. This is Rockridge Court right here, little cul-de-sac street. And this is pretty typical of your suburban life or suburban neighborhood video. And so far, out of all these houses I've seen, this looks pretty stable through here. I have not yet seen any for sale signs yet, but that of course could change. The average house here, I'm going to say the average house of a cost, the average home in this neighborhood is probably anywhere from $125,000 to probably $200,000 to $200,000 in general. And the average home here is 3 to 4 bedrooms. Maybe there might be a few that have 5, but this area, like much of the Midwest, it has, this area, like much of the Midwest, would have, this area, like much of the Midwest, has an older population, a lot of baby boomers here, those type of people. Because the baby boomers do make up the biggest, portion of the population, as most of the Rust Belt cities and states have not did a very good job at retaining their college graduates in recent years. And it's a pretty nice area. Vandalia is definitely one of the nicer suburbs of the area, without question. If I had to say, probably out of all the northern suburbs of Montgomery County, you got Heber Heights in northeast part of the county, Vandalia the next town over. You got Englewood and Union west, and then Brookville, Phillipsburg, and that. Vandalia is probably the nicest suburb out of all of them. There is a house that is for sale right here on Pinedale Court right here. I don't know an address on it, but that one there is for sale. So far, that's been the only one that I know of. I'm still on Ronald or Wilhelmina Drive, but a lot of these streets that adjoin are cul-de-sac type of streets. And for the most part, it's a pretty nice, you know, cozy and comfortable neighborhood. This is definitely a very safe area, very safe suburb. The crime is very low up here. Yeah, this house 1225. Can't tell if any, well, I'm sure somebody lives in that one, but this is a pretty nice little suburb of Vandalia. But, you know, in general, most of Vandalia is very nice. You do have a couple Section 8 housing type projects in the city, but overall, it's not that much. And, coming up to Merrick Clare Avenue right here. It's a little windy today. It's early fall. It's early fall outside. This looks like one of the newer houses in the neighborhood right here. I'm gonna walk down Merrick Clare and then walk around a little bit, and then I'm gonna end this right here. Yeah, Wilhelmina and Drive and Mary Clare Avenue. Patriotic person, obviously in mind, that owns this house. Nice house there. Yeah, I'm walking the neighborhoods today. I may film 2 more neighborhoods when I'm up here. I have not really yet to decide on that, but we shall see. Coming up to Bailey and Mary Clare or Mary Clare. Little cul-de-sac street right here. So for the most part, I've only seen one for sale sign back in this neighborhood, so that is definitely a good sign and bodes well for the neighborhood. It's an absolute beautiful day outside that we have today. I did a couple of Vandalia videos before. I did one behind the post office, and then the other one was the Turtle Creek subdivision, which is by Little York Road, west of Dixie Drive, right here. So I figure I'd do a few more of these. I got a good amount of familiarity with this area because I used to ride my bike through this area, you know, all the time when I visited my grandma or my grandparents, and I still do. So you can see that the housing market back here, excuse me there, YouTube, is pretty stable back here. I've only seen one for sale sign back here. So that's a good sign, the stability for the neighborhood right here. And as I said at the beginning of the video, this is north of Stonequarry Road, west of Helke, and south of West Alkaline Springs Road. So I'm glad I'm able to show this suburb, show this little subdivision right here. Yeah, these houses are in, from what I can see, are in wonderful shape back here. Very nice houses. This street turns into Estelle Drive from Bailey right here, but Halloween spirit in mind on that one house over there. We're getting close to Halloween, a few weeks away. Yeah, here's a sign, Bailey and Estelle. Yep, Bailey and Estelle right there. And so anyway, YouTube, that's gonna be it for this one. We're gonna sign off. I'm gonna be back with another one.